Welcome back, guys. I have now got the deck ready and we're going to go for it. These horses in the last quarterfinal. So there's 15 horses so far qualified, and 3 here will go through to the 18, which will be 2 semi-finals of 9, and then we'll have a final. Okay, so let's see what happens here now with all this stuff going on. 3, 4 and 6. Okay, so 4, it's actually 4, 6 and 3. Right, so the 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. So Dawn Mist, Saturn Flyer, a Wide Runner, Mayfly, I'm holding the camera here, and Island Palm. Okay, the 6 is 3 and 4, Rebel City, and Georgetown. Good Horse Georgetown is a here, and the 3 is a 1 and 3. So Max Velocity, the Late Runner, King of Assam, then there is a gap, and then it's like 1 and 3 again. Africa Queen out the back, Last Tycoon. Okay, what bonuses? Late Runner, Wide Runner, no. Okay, so jockeys, Saturn Flyer, no. Mayfly, no on Palm. Okay, so jockey bonuses. Going back to the under pressure system, the only time that a horse will respond and come forward is in the events, which are rare enough, and so that is perfect. You know, if a horse suddenly regains itself and comes forward a couple of places on the event, that's totally fine. We're totally cool with that, but not in the normal running. I'm also toying with a system where a horse that advances by say 5 places in the last 2 furlongs gets an additional green marker for the next furlong. So he's kind of got the wind in his sails, but we'll see how we go. So we have a 2, 3, 5, 2, no 2, Rebel City on 3, 5 is Last Tycoon. Okay, yellow group. We switch to the action board and we got a 5. Is speed. Okay, so no gate this time. We're just looking for speed. So Rebel City's got a speed of 4 plus the green die. So we're going with this system this time. So card numbers plus the dice. So 4 plus 1 is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Rebel City comes up to 3rd. Speed 2 for Max Velocity. He'll just move Georgetown out the way. Speed on the King of Assam. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, just because these horses are being passed at this stage, they're not under pressure. Okay, this is just a maneuvering in the race as normal. Okay, the horses are not tired at this point, essentially. So, Last Tycoon and speed on Africa Queen 4. 1, 2, 3. So she makes some ground. Okay, that's the first furlong. Let's Mayfly now has the jockey bonus. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen here at the end, because how well it goes. So all horses, single on 3. Sorry for the lights. Double on 5. Max Velocity is going to get the yellow barrel there. 7 furlongs from home, and we've had the mile. We've got 7 furlongs to go. Is a 10, which is speed again. This time it's all horses. So Dawn Mist, no. Saturn Flyer, no. Speed on Rebel Cities 4 plus 1. Rebel City gets 5. 1, 2, 3. Rebel City's into the lead by a length over Dawn Mist. Saturn Flyer dropping back. Mayfly. Mayfly has a speed of 3. 1, 2. So it's Mayfly and Rebel City come up. She keeps her blue. Here's Island Palm. Speed of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. In fact, it's Island Palm that takes it up now. King of Sam 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 plus that 3. Max velocity. 2 plus that's 4. So horses all positioning themselves. Saturn Flyer's going backwards here. Georgetown, Africa Queen 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's coming up. Last Tycoon, no. Okay, so that's the 7th furlong gone. Island Palmer's no jockey as such, but gets 1. It's Annabelle Frost. Rebel City, no. Mayfly, yes. King of Assam now into 4th. 6 furlongs to go. Wide, late, okay. All horses, double on 4, which is the King of Assam, and 6, which is Georgetown. Okay, leave those there. 6 furlongs to go. Column is a 5. It's Gallop and Ground. We have Gallop here on turf, so it's 4 for Island Palm. 4 lengths in the lead. Gallop on Rebel City is actually 4 because it's -1. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Rebel City and Island Palm together. Gallop on Mayfly, no. Turf. Has the ground. Mayfly is actually going to come past Rebel City. King of Assam, no gallop, no ground. Max velocity the same. Dawn Mist has a gallop of 2 in effect, so 1. And the blue comes off King of Assam there, 2. Gallop and ground. The ground of Saturn Flyer brings her into the wide position. She'll get a bonus next furlong. Africa Queen, no. Georgetown, yes, has a gallop and has the green die. So it's going to be 2 plus 1 is 3. So Georgetown now comes up there. Last Tycoon has a gallop, effectively 2 plus the die, 2 and goes wide. Jockey Kurt Condor having a bit of trouble keeping Last Tycoon on the line of the race. Saturn Flyer is going to pick up a wide bonus for the next furlong. Mayfly doesn't get the late bonus because he's not in the last 2. He's 3 from the back. So that's the 5th. So we've got 4 furlongs to go, guys. Okay. So I'm whisking along quite quickly here because I want to get to the bit where we are going to bring the under pressure system in. Okay. So middle horses 2, 4, 5. Saturn Flyer now has a yellow bonus. Max Velocity and African Queen. So we're on the yellow group going back. And the action is on a 5, which is Jockey. Dawn Mist, Jockey has 3. Now King of Assam can defend with this here when we're playing the old rules. I think he's going to hold on to his counter and he's going to let Dawn Mist come past. So it's 1, 2, takes that off. Mayfly. So Dawn missed into third. Saturn Flyer, no jockey. Georgetown's got a jockey of 4. Now she's going to try to defend, but it's not going to make... she can't defend because she's an apprentice. So she lets Georgetown pass no matter what. So 1. Same. 2, 3, 4. It's actually Georgetown now that comes up to third. Jockey on max velocity is good. It's Candy Socks with a jockey rating of 4 plus this one here, which has come up blank. So she's got 4. 1, 2, 3. They're all going to let them pass. Going to save their barrels for a future run. Not a bad tactic. Jockey on Last Tycoon. Yes, he's got 3. So we lose the wide. 1, 2. Summer Mirabelle can't stop Last Tycoon. Kurt Condor now comes into second to last position as we now approach and enter the 3rd furlong from home. It's Island Palm and Mayfly together at the lead. Georgetown is right behind them, and Max Velocity is up there into 4th. The wide runner is not in the wide position. Okay, 3 furlongs from home, and we're getting to the point where it's going to be all horses. 1, 4, 3. Island Palm, Georgetown, and Max Velocity all get the bonuses. 3 furlongs from home. They're in the home turn now, entering the home turn. It's a 5. It's Speed and Ground. Island Palm has got 6, 7 plus the green. Island Palm is a very fast horse. 7, 8. She's 8 lengths into the temporary lead. Speed on Mayfly is 2 plus 1 is 3. 1, 2, 3. Now 5 lengths. Speed and Ground, no. Speed, yes, 2. So here comes Max Velocity with 2 plus just 2. 1. Foster Muldoon is going to use his pawn to defend his 3rd position, so Max Velocity doesn't actually advance. Dawn Miss, Speed and Ground, no. Rebel City, yes, speed of 3. 1, 2. She goes past Max Velocity, who's trying to get past Georgetown. Speed on King of Assam, yes, he's got 4 plus the yellow die. Here comes the King of Assam, 4 plus 3, it's 7. This is the next horse. 1, 2, 3, 4. So King of Assam is making a run. 4, 5. Goes past Mayfly, 6, and takes a length out of Island Palm. Saturn Flyer's got turf, so can activate the yellow die because it's Speed and Ground, and it's 2. So Saturn Flyer is going to go 3. 1, 2, 3. In fact, she positions herself into the wide position so she can get her bonus next turn in the wide. So far, everything is working well. Last Tycoon, no speed, no ground. Here's Africa Queen with a 6 and the green. So she's going to try to catch up 7. In fact, Africa Queen makes a big run from the back. That's fine. That's okay. She's coming. She's up into 3rd spot. Now we enter 2 furlongs from home. We put on the defensive barrels. It's only Mayfly and Island Palm. Saturn Flyer gets the wide bonus. Max Velocity is now back there. Okay, this is it. The Dice of Fate. All horses 2, 3, 6. So it's the King of Assam, Africa Queen, and Last Tycoon get the bonuses. And the action, 2 furlongs from home, lot can go on here, is a 9, which is heart and turns. It's the end of the turn. So Island Palm has a heart of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So she is quite secure out there in the lead. 8 lengths in the lead. King of Assam. Any heart, any turn? No. turns on Africa Queen, just turns. So she can get 1 plus the 1 there. Might be enough for her to grab second. She's got 2. In fact, that's what she does. Yeah. Vikramasinghe cannot stop Africa Queen, so he's not going to spend his token. So 1, and Africa Queen is going to take a length out of Island Palm. Okay, what are we looking for here? 9, which is Gallop and Ground. Mayfly. No, Gallop. What are we looking for here? Gallop. 2 furlongs from home. No, it's Heart and Turns. Heart of 3 on Mayfly and Turns. So she effectively has 4. 1. Aha. 1. Now, Mayfly has just overtaken the King of Assam, okay? And this means that King of Assam is now under pressure, okay? He's had his race. That's 1. Unfortunately, it's going to go past Africa Queen. 2. In fact, she went past him anyway, didn't she? 2. I forgot about that. 2. So she's under pressure now, right? 2, 3, 4. So far, now it's between Mayfly and Island Palm in this section. But King of Assam now and Africa Queen are under pressure as Mayfly comes past. Georgetown now, we're looking for Heart. Yes, got a Heart of 3. So, as he can't use this anyway, he's going to use it to try to stop Georgetown. He may as well because he can't advance. So 1, he's going to come past him anyway. So 2, so 3. So Georgetown is coming past beaten horses here. So they're already under pressure. So Georgetown is now in the party. Okay. Saturn Flyer here has turns of 2. So plus 1, it's 3. So she's coming off the wide position. She rolls 1. So she's got 3 moves. 1, 2, 3. In fact, she comes past Georgetown off the wide. Georgetown now under pressure. So it's between Saturn Flyer, Mayfly and Island Palm. Rebel City doesn't have it. Max Velocity. Do you have Heart or turns? No. Dawn Mist has turns of 2. And so she's going to come past Max Velocity and Rebel City, who in effect now are under pressure because Dawn Mist has just come past, okay? And turns here of 1 plus 1. Last Tycoon has got a chance, so it's 2. So Max Velocity falls out the back, Rebel City falls back, and Last Tycoon. So as we enter the final furlong, the only horses that can win now is Island Palm, Mayfly, Saturn Flyer, Dawn Mist, and Last Tycoon. Georgetown, Africa Queen, King of Assam, Rebel City, and Max Velocity are gone. They're out. They're under pressure. Okay, so we still add the jockey barrels, so the jockeys are still trying to hold on to their positions. Okay, and so now we're into the final furlong. Final furlong. Yellow group 136. Okay, so Africa Queen, we're still going to give them their barrels because if they can defend, they will. They're trying to hold their positions. 1, 3, and 6. Mayfly. Okay. Final furlong action is on number 10, which is Speed. Okay. From this group. Now these cannot act. Okay, because they're under pressure. So we're looking for Speed and Dawn Mist. No. Speed and Last Tycoon. No. So that's all we can do. These cannot act. That's that part of the turnover. Now, as you know, in the final furlong, there's 2 turns. Okay, so we don't top up the jockey barrels, but we do have jockey bonus roll, and we have an action roll. So it's set to all horses. So it's 2, 5, and 6. So apologies for the camera work, but I'm going through this at rapid speed because I want to see what happens here. And I'm sure you'll want to know how the system's going to work and how it comes up, how it comes about. So final roll, essentially. This is now we've rolled a 7, which is good because it's everything. Okay, so it's jockey, blinkers, late and front runners. Island Palm doesn't have jockey or blinkers. Mayfly has a jockey of 5 plus 1. So we roll that 1. It's wide. She's rolled a wide. So she goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and wide. So she's trying to get past Island Palm. Island Palm has 1 defense anyway. Mayfly is pressing for the lead. Blinkers on Satinfly has 1. So we roll that and she rolls a blank. So the blinkers don't work. These guys, no. Last Tycoon has a jockey of 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Last Tycoon is now put Dawn Mist under pressure and Saturn Flyer. Okay. They will drop. Okay. And Last Tycoon now comes up to 3rd. Okay. And all these guys here are under pressure. Alright. And that has concluded the race, and there you go. Island Palm holds off Mayfly, who was coming late and wide, just not quite enough. Last Tycoon came up to beaten horses and made it as the 3rd qualifier, and all the other horses there came under pressure for various reasons and couldn't get to the lead, and that is perfectly how I wanted it to go. I'm very pleased about that. It has the narrative of the horses coming through the field and horses dropping back, and they're not seesawing. So the ones that drop back don't come back, and the ones that go forward don't necessarily then drop back again. They continue on. I am thinking about if a horse goes past maybe 3 or 5 horses in the final 2 furlongs, to give them a green barrel to help them continue their push. But at the moment, I'm happy with the way it is. All right, guys, so that's been the last quarter final, and the last 3 in are Island Palm, Mayfly, and Last Tycoon. Right, guys, have a great rest of the day, and I'll